check, 1, 2. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. About right there. That's probably good. All right. Now, let's turn that one. Oh, wrong side. Check 1, 2. All right, you can make it match the other one. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2. All right, that's good.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1. There we go. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Well, hey there, folks. Welcome back to I-37 Speedway, Pleasanton, Texas. Beautiful night out here. Nice cool breeze to our backs. We've got a school bus racing around the track right now. I'm not sure what happens there, but maybe some youngins will get a chance to ride that school bus a little bit later in the evening. No guarantees on who's driving it, though. But anyway, welcome back. Beautiful night here. We've got the E-mods here tonight. You saw a few E-mods out there getting some practice laps. They had a couple different configurations. They've got an E-mod that's topless, that has no roof on it, and a big spoiler, or you can go with the long sail panels and no spoiler. So we'll see which combination conquers tonight out on the track. But we're just about ready to get started with our opening ceremony. So if you would, please go ahead and rise to your feet. If you are able, and go ahead and remove your head cover as well as we observe our national anthem. And continue to remain standing as we have our opening prayer. Dear God in heaven, we thank you so much. God, you are merciful and mighty. And we thank you that we have the freedoms to come to a place like this and enjoy a sport that we love. God, we ask your protections tonight for the drivers, for our staff, for our crew, for our spectators. God, just protect us all. Give us wisdom as we go about the night and get us back home safely. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, looks like our school bus is having some traction problems out there as it gets going. But yeah, the kiddos will get a chance to ride on that school bus around our track, get to experience the high banks of I-37 Speedway. Well, we'll take care of that later on at intermission. But we're going to go ahead and get our program started. I also want to point out all of our wonderful sponsors. You can see them there across the infield. Hudson Brothers Trailer Sales, Russ Parker Construction, Swenson Race Products, Nagalitos Gear Company, Billy Bob's Repair, Winter Circle, Price Chevrolet, F-Bomb Diesel Performance, All In Designs, Race On Texas, and State Farm Insurance. We've got State Farm Insurance here with us tonight under the red tent as you came in. Hopefully you stopped by and got a quote from State Farm. I got State Farm myself. I've been with them for a long time, and they have done me well. So check out State Farm Insurance. And, of course, Race On Texas. If you can't make the race nights coming up, be sure to check in to Race On Texas. You'll hear my voice along with all of the racing action, and you can go back and watch those later. A lot of the racers do. They go back and watch and say, hey, that buddy bumped me a little too hard. I'm going to get him back next time. They rely on that Race on Texas to review their performance. Looks like we're going to send some cars down the chute. It looks like limited modifieds are going to start our night off with some limited modified racing action.
Oh, okay. Is it still sitting there?
Yeah, in the grass, right after the track.
I see. Okay.
Right by the track.
I don't know what we can do about that. I'll try to announce something.
Yeah. We've got if any of our race officials down on the infield can hear me, we got a cowboy hat that blew over with our blustery wind sitting there in the grass just before turn 1. So if anybody sees a cowboy hat over there, it might have gotten pounded into the ground with these cars, but watch out for a cowboy hat as you enter into turn 1. But limited modifieds, the 9R, Johnny Walker Brown, Alan Alexander to his outside. Looks like we got a little bit of confusion as to where we're supposed to start this race, so no green flag that time by. But that's all right. That gives me a little bit more time to announce the starting lineup. We've got the 73 of Derek Gonzalez inside row 2. Outside of him, the 879 of Marcus Meckelchek joining us once again in that limited modified. And bringing up the rear, we've got the 03 of GW Hessong joining us once again. GW always fast in a factory stock getting around this track, but now he's in a limited modified in that bright, shiny new 03 GW Hessong. You may remember GW. He's the guy that had the highlight reel of the factory stock with the hood up, driving around this place with the hood all in his face. Not much of a hood to deal with there in that limited modified, so hopefully he can keep the hood on that thing as he gets around this place tonight. But keep an eye on the 03. He's always one to watch. So here we go. Lights are out around the track. The 09 of Johnny Walker Brown looking for the green flag this time, and here it comes. We have our first race of the night. And they're off for the first lap. Who's going to get the first one here tonight? It looks like it's going to be the 99 of Alan Alexander, but here comes the 79 of Marcus Meckelchek to his outside. And now to his inside. There goes Marcus Meckelchek making the pass for the lead on lap number 2. Alan Alexander falls back to second. Here comes the 03 of GW Hessong. Wasting no time on lap number 2. Here they come. GW Hessong all over the back bumper of the 99 of Alan Alexander. Your battle for second as they go around for lap number 3. 8 laps. We're going to take them 8 laps. 5 more to go if I do my math right. Alan Alexander doing all he can to hold on to that second spot, but here comes GW Hessong. Alexander gets a little squirrely in turn 3 and loses that second position. Alexander falls back to third. Hessong now up to second. These drivers having a heck of a time with that track. It's still a little thick out there. Still a little sloppy on the top side, but here comes Marcus Meckelchek with 2 laps to go. Competitors now spaced out around the track. White flag for Marcus Meckelchek. No competition for him right now. GW Hessong bringing it in second. Alexander in third. They got 1 lap to go. checkered flag for Marcus Michalczyk. Marcus has got a fast piece here tonight. He will be one to watch. Over the past few years, we have talked to Marcus Michalczyk several times in Winner's Circle. So keep an eye on that 879 machine. Looks like Marcus has got it dialed in tonight. The 03 of GW Hessong as well with that new piece. Looks like he's got that one dialed in pretty well. 99, Alan Alexander getting his first win last week. Another batch of limited modifieds coming down the chute. Give them a wave. Heat race number 2 for the limited modifieds. Starting on the pole will be the 95S of Sterling Tausch. He was your points champion from last year. Outside of him will be the 11T of Tom Grothuse. I believe that's Tom Grothuse anyway. That might be Alan Torres in there. You never know. Sometimes they get sneaky with it. The 11X of Brian Harbison inside row 2. And then in a new ride, but always fast, the 38 of Stephen Whitaker III. Stephen Whitaker III picked up his first pure stock win a couple weeks back at South Texas Race Ranch. Not sure if anybody found that cowboy hat down there up in the top of turn 1. If anybody sees a cowboy hat down there, we got a gentleman back here that would like to get it back. The wind snatched it up from him. Lights are out around the track. Green flag waves for the 95S of Sterling Tausch. It's a little bit of a late start. Side by side they go. The 11T of Tom Grothuse takes over the lead. Here comes the 11X of Brian Harbison. The 38 of Stephen Whitaker III, I believe, probably his first time in a limited modified in racing contentions. We'll keep an eye on that 38 machine, but that young man doing very well for himself in a pure stock a couple weeks back. We'll see how he does in a limited. Tom Grothuse takes lap number 2. Here comes the 95 of Sterling Tausch trying a different route around the track. He's trying the bottom now. We'll see if that's any faster for him. Brian Harbison still holding tight in the 3rd position. Sterling Tausch in the 95 goes way high in turn 2, loses a few car lengths to Tom Grothuse. We'll see if he can get him back. We're halfway. 4 more laps to go in this heat race. The 11X of Harbison goes way high in turn 2 this time, loses a couple positions. Here comes Sterling Tausch now on the bottom, fighting for that top spot. Two more laps to go. 2 sticks in the air. Who's it going to be? Sterling Tausch, Tom Grothuse. Sterling Tausch all over the back bumper of that 11T machine, but loses a couple spots as he gets up to the top in that sloppy stuff that's not quite packed in yet. Here comes the white flag. Sterling Tausch yet again up there in the top of turn number 2. Has not learned his lesson just yet, so the checkered flag in the air for Tom Grothuse. Sterling Tausch, Brian Harbison, your top 3, and here comes the 38. Stephen Whitaker III doing very well for himself. The first time racing in a limited modified. That young man held onto that car very, very well with a tricky track in front of him. But we'll look forward to seeing that young man later tonight in the feature race. They'll make some adjustments to that car, try to make it fast for him. So let's see who we got next to come down the chute. Once again, the really neat feature of this racetrack, they come right down here, right in front of you, right before they get on the track to race, so you got time to take some pictures and give a wave to your favorite driver before they get down and dirty in the racetrack. Yeah, somebody get Johnny Torres out there on that four-wheeler. See if we can get him to find our cowboy hat up there in turn 1. We got a missing cowboy hat all the way up at the top of turn 1 where the cars enter. It might be a flat cowboy hat. We don't know. We'll see how resilient that cowboy hat is. A resist-all. We'll see if it resists all. Did we find the cowboy hat? Wow. Man, some people say Johnny Torres can't see anything down there on that infield, but we found the cowboy hat. Let's get them loaded up. All right, beginner factory stocks. Scratch that. We're just going factory stock racing, I believe. Oh, now we got them all mixed up. Hold on a second. B factory stocks. I had it right the first time. All right. Starting on the pole, the 43, that blue Nova, Johnny Johnson. Outside of him will be the 49K of Robert Keelik, though I don't see him on the track just yet. Johnny Johnson just went off the track. We got a mix-up here. Hold on for a second. Flat tire. How do you pull onto the track with a flat tire? Somebody needs to get their eyes checked. All right, well, here's what I got. I can tell you that the 98, that bright orange machine that looks like it's on the pole right now, that's Ronnie Schoenfeld. Outside of him, the 20R, that's Ricky Long. We've got the 39 of Michaela Trimble. Michaela Trimble doing very well for herself the last time she was out here. And it looks like the 25F of Robert Fox will make up this first B factory stock heat race. I believe the lights are out. So that probably means we'll have a second B factory stock heat race that somebody didn't tell me about, but that's okay. I got a brain on my shoulders. Here we go, green flag racing for Ronnie Schoenfeld. There goes Ricky Long, and the 20R jumps out to the early lead. The 25F having some trouble, not able to make it for the first lap. Gonna go ahead and pull it off. 20R of Ricky Long comes in for lap number 1. 1 lap down, 7 more to go. Ronnie Schoenfeld out there trying the high side in turn 1, the middle lane in turn 2. We'll see if that works out for him. Right now it looks like the middle of the track is packed in. That's where you want to be, right there in the middle. Michaela Trimble in that 39 machine. That's the old GW Hessong factory stock, that bright green machine. We know that car is fast around this track, so we'll see how she does getting around here. I got some helpful folks listening in on Race on Texas. We heard that was Stephen Whitaker III's second race in a sport mod. Second race. Did very well for himself, that young man. It's going to be one to watch. Meanwhile, the 20R, Ricky Long, still your leader. The 98, Ronnie Schoenfeld, goes way high in turn 2, gets a little sloppy with it. But no competition for him right now. The top 3 spread out all around the track. Get a chance to listen to those guys and the throttle control as they make their way around the track. That's what it takes right now, a bit of throttle control to get around this place. It looks like the 98 of Ronnie Schoenfeld going to go ahead and pull it off. Only had 1 lap to go. Ronnie, where are you going, man? White flag in the air. We started with 4, now we're down to 2. Ricky Long, not much competition on the track. Here comes the checkered flag. Ricky Long taking it the easy way. The young lady, Michaela Trimble, also coming to the checkered flag, gonna pick up a top 2 spot right there in her heat race. We'll see how that young lady does later tonight in the feature race for the B factory stocks. Seemed to do pretty well getting around this place in that GWS Song factory stock. All right.
Check, check, 1, 2. 1, 2. Check,
Check. Hey, 1, 2. We got some aliens in here. Get some fresh batteries in here. Looks like we're packing in the track a little bit with these E-mods. Well, let me get your lineup here for the E-mods. All right, well. There we go. Had some technical difficulties, but now we're back. The 59B, Brianna Witschke, another young lady who knows how to get around this place fast. She starts on the pole. Outside of her, the 04 of Cooper Koliba. Inside row 2, the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. Outside of him will be the 23 of Dustin Witschke. And bringing up the rear, the 46 of Jonathan Cervantes. Once again, good to have the E-mods back here at I-37 Speedway. Kind of like a cross between a factory stock and a limited modified. And a couple different options out there. You see some of them going topless with a big spoiler, some of them going with a roof and some longer sail panels. So, like I said, we'll see which configuration does the best. Green flag in the air for the 59B. Brianna Witchke, here she comes. The young lady jumps out to the early lead, followed by the 04 of Cooper Koliba. Here comes the 23 of Dustin Witchke, jumping up into that third spot. Brianna gonna take the first lap. These cars around here, they don't have a lot of horsepower, but they've also got really small, slick tires, so it takes a lot of control to get around a heavy track like this. Lots and lots of control and restraint to make sure you keep your car headed in the right direction. But here comes the young lady putting some distance on the rest of the group. 59B Brianna Witchke showing them how to get it done here. Halfway, 4 laps down, 4 more to go for the young lady. Got a shout out from one of our faithful flagmen, Jeremy Hernandez, watching in on Race on Texas. Thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy's got a couple boys that'll be racing later tonight in the tuner class. So Jeremy helping his boys out tonight. 2 more laps to go. 2 sticks in the air with a big pass. Dustin Witchke. A little bit of a slide job there for the 23 of Dustin Witchke and the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. Those two battling for position. That is the 3rd position. Meanwhile, the white flag in the air for the young lady, Brianna Witchke. No competition for her tonight. Here comes Daniel Preston all over the back bumper of the 04 of Cooper Koliba. Cooper right now holding on to that 2nd spot, but here comes Daniel Preston. Got one more turn to do it. Checkered flag is in the air. Give it to Cooper Koliba. Cooper takes the 2nd spot in that 04 machine. Daniel Preston brings it in 3rd with the 6-inch. Dustin Witchke rounds out your top 4, and Jonathan Cervantes, I believe, making some of his first laps here at I-37. Jonathan Cervantes rounds out your top 5. Got another group of E-mods coming at you. Hey, bud. Hey, bud, right here with the gate. I don't know whose little one this is, but we want to make sure to keep that gate closed. Anybody got a little one down here? Little one down here by the front gate? There we go. He wants to get on the track, Mom. Buy him a race car. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? He wants to go race, Mom. Get that little one in a cart. Here we go, E-Mods, heat race number 2. Starting on the pole, the 95 of Jeff Markert. Outside of him, the always fast, pink and black, Gilbert Perez in the number 3. Inside row 2, the yellow number 58, that's Rowdy Flanagan. Outside of him, the 34W, that's Brad Wattups. And bringing up the rear in that white and blue L87, that's Nathan Titzman. Nathan Titzman coming up from Corpus Christi. Oh, thanks. All right, lights are out. We're going to see the checkered flag this time by. Jeff Markert going to be looking for it. While I have a moment, I've got a black and red pair of sunglasses for a little one. Little tiny pair of sunglasses that say Astros. If anybody's missing some sunglasses, come see me. Green flag. Gilbert Perez jumps out to the early lead. Here comes the 34W of Brad Wadhams, passing a whole bunch of people on his way to second place. 1 lap down, 7 more to go. Oh, look out! Nothing but confidence from the L87 and Nathan Titzman right there, right up close to the front stretch wall in turn number 4. Here we go again. Keep an eye on that L87. Nathan Titzman not afraid of that front stretch wall as he jumps up into that 4th position. Here comes the 3 of Gilbert Perez. Oh, there he goes. This time, the L87, Nathan Titzman, makes a little contact with the front stretch wall. I guess he wants to see how sturdy it is. We'll see if he makes it again. Rowdy Flanagan and Nathan Titzman side by side getting into turn 3. Here comes Nathan again, all the way up to the top. Nathan Titzman in a battle for 3rd right now with the 95 of Jeff Markert. Pulls the slide job and takes over 3rd place. Look out! Look out! Big hit! Big hit, yellow flag, yellow flag. The 95 of Jeff Markert gets it started, but definitely going to have some front end damage on that machine. Looks like he's going to try to make his way to the pits. That one's got to be one tough race car to drive right now. That right front all wadded up.
Got stuck on the exit ramp.
But he fired that thing right up. I was surprised. Yeah, I had to ask myself the same question.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
All right, so the 3 of Gilbert Perez, definitely not what he wanted to see. He had a whole front straightaway lead on the rest of this pack, but now we're going to have to pack him back up. Nathan Titzman in the L87 with the right rear fender of steel, slapping the front stretch wall, but now he finds himself in that 2nd position. The 34W of Brad Wadhams from Corpus Christi, also on the 2nd row, and then the 58 of Rowdy Flanagan from Marble Falls brings up the rear. Looks like the 95 not able to make it all the way to the pits. Looks like they got him crossed up. We got him on the tow truck, our first catch of the night for that tow truck hook. What do you say? That looks like about a 2,900 pound limited modified chassis E-mod. I don't know what these things weigh. 2,800, 2,900, something like that. Anyway, yellow lights are still out, are still on around the track. We'll see. 1 lap to go. Yep. Flagman shows them 1 this time by. Gilbert Perez in the 3, testing the throttle response for you right here on the front stretch. Here it comes. Lights are out around the track. We'll have another restart. So the 3 of Gilbert Perez, as soon as the yellow lights go out, we'll get the opportunity to take off. Yellow lights go out. We'll see if he takes that chance, holds him up. Now he goes in the beginning of turn 3. Green flag, here we go. The 34W of Brad Waddups finds himself now in second position. Here comes the L87 of Nathan Titzman. White flag in the air. The L87 of Nathan Titzman going to try it on the bottom. Not going to work on that turn. Going to get one more shot at it as they come around to the checkered flag. Nathan Titzman on the bottom. Who's it going to be? Coming to the checkered. Woo! Now that was a close call, but I believe the L87 and Nathan Titzman, somebody back here confirm it for me, L87 and Nathan Titzman taking the second spot away from the 34W. Brad Waddups with the last turn pass coming out of turn 4. Excellent move right there. We're going to have some good E-Mod racing action later tonight. Well, well, well. Now check it out, folks. We're about ready to go heat racing with the IMCA Modifieds. These cars may look the same as the ones that were just out on the track, but they sound a whole lot different. These guys are the big, bad, fire-breathing IMCA Modifieds. Never afraid to slap the right rear fender on this front stretch wall. And we may see it a few times with as slick as this track is. But your heat race lineup looks like this. Starting on the pole, the 82 of Rick Green from Bertram, Texas. Outside of him, the number 5 of DJ Schroet from Atkins. Row number 2, the 5R of Ryan Doyon from Lacoste. And returning to Pleasanton, Texas in the 8G machine, that's Greg Dinsmore. Good to see Greg back here at the track. Bringing up the last row, the 16 of Landon Bednars from Selma, and the 22Z of Daryl Boyd, the bright orange 22Z from Bernie, Texas. Green flag waves in the air. A little bit late, but here we go. Oh, the 8 of Dinsmore goes north on turn number 2, loses a whole bunch of positions. Not sure what happened there. All crossed up is the 82 of Rick Green. He loses that top spot coming out of turn 4. The 8G of Dinsmore gets on the brakes as he almost comes into contact with the 5 of Doyon. They keep them straight and going in the right direction. Oh, it's touch and go in turn number 2. And the 82 of Rick Green resumes the lead over the 5 of DJ Schroet, but he gets way crossed up in turn 4. Rick Green holds on to it for the lead, but definitely made the competitors behind him get on the binders as he got way crossed up coming out of turn 4. Woo, little contact. Contact between the 8G of Dinsmore and the 5 of DJ Schroet. Dinsmore says, "Excuse me while I make my way here in turn 4. The 22Z of Daryl Boyd Pulls off into the infield. Problems for the 22Z. Looks like he's going to be done in this heat race. 2 laps to go. Whoa, look out. 1 around in turn 4. The 5 of DJ Schroet turned around up there in turn 4. We got a yellow. Yellow, yellow. DJ Schroet making contact with the infield tractor tire, sending it about 15 feet back into the infield. Doesn't look like that car is too hurt, but we'll see if he's able to get it refired. He's back under his own power. We'll see if he gets it turned around, and he does. We will see what's going on here. Looks like DJ Schroet gonna maybe let these guys go by. I'm not sure. Well, for a second there, I thought they were going to hold hands or something. I don't know.
Giving each other high fives with, what is it?
So once again, IMCA Modifieds. We'll get the lineup straightened out here. Looks like the 22Z going to go ahead and pull it off into the pits. The 5 of Schroet bringing out the yellow flag, so he's going back to the back. Keep an eye on second and third position right now. The 5 of Doyon and the 8 of Dinsmore. 2 tough competitors right there behind the 82 of Rick Green. As soon as we have the yellow light going out, Rick Green will have the opportunity to start this race. Lights are out. All eyes on Rick Green. He can choose to start at any time. And there he goes. Early in turn 3, we have the green flag. Here they come. Doyon and Dinsmore side by side coming out of turn 2. Doyon with the lead for the moment. Slides up and in front of Dinsmore. Dinsmore's got to get on the binders. The 5 of Doyon just all in the way of Greg Dinsmore, making that back bumper as big as he can. Checkered flag in the air for Rick Green. Doyon pulls it in second, and Greg Dinsmore in the 8 machine, rounding out your top 3. I have no idea who finished 4th or 5th. Was it the 5 or was it the 16? I'm hearing 5. I'm hearing 16. 16. Hut! Oh, that's the wrong sport. Another group of IMCA Modifieds coming at you. All right, we have a pace truck, it seems. Everybody wave hi to the pace truck. We'll just suppose that the sponsorship there is with Price Chevrolet. That bright silver shiny Chevrolet truck out there. But following that bright silver truck is the 28 of Marlon Sanford. He starts on the pole. Outside of him, the 77 of Robert Lease Jr. Inside row 2, the BD1 of Jared Maupin. That young man knows how to get around. Outside of him, the 29 at Jamie Campbell from Lavernia, Texas. And bringing up the rear, the 56, Gilbert Amasquita. Here we go. Green flag in the air for the 28 of Marlon Sanford. There goes the 29 of Jamie Campbell on the outside and up top. Look out, shot out of a cannon. Jamie Campbell using the top of this racetrack. Somebody forgot to tell that guy to never pass on the outside of turn 4. But there goes Jamie Campbell in the 29, putting distance on the rest of this field. Once again, these racers dealing with a sloppy, difficult track, but Jamie Campbell handling it just fine on the top. Four laps down, 4 more to go for the 29 of Jamie Campbell. The 56 of Gilbert Amasquita having some problems getting around. We'll see if that causes any trouble for your leader. Two more to go. Jamie Campbell in the 29 trying to run down that lap traffic. Here comes the BD1, Jared Maupin in a battle for third. Checkered flag in the air. Jamie Campbell takes the heat race win. Second place goes to the 28 of Marlon Sanford. He had a birthday last week. 77 of Robert Lease and the BD1 of Jared Maupin rounds out your top 4. Gilbert Amasquita sounds like he's having some motor problems. Also got some aerodynamics issues on the back end of that car. I don't think that had anything to do with it, though. The motor banging out was probably the biggest issue. But Jamie Campbell on lap number 1 coming from the back to make a couple big passes. All right, now I just gotta say it. If you weren't here last week, that car right there, the 21T that's on the pole, that car was upside down last week. And here we are, back on the pole for our heat race. 21T is Sean Tracy. Outside of him, the silver bullet, the 33 at Jamie Garner. Inside row 2, the fireball 55, Riker Hernandez. And outside of him in the white 81, that's Michael Burris Jr. So not a lot of competitors in this heat race, but they are all very evenly matched. Tough competitors. So we'll see how this heat race plays out. Lights are out around the track. Sean Tracy going to be looking in the right direction now for the green flag. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Let's go. Sean Tracy makes a quick move to the back of the pack. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it plays out for him. Meanwhile, the 81 of Michael Burris Jr. moves all the way up from the back to the front. Jamie Garner holding on in second place. Riker Hernandez in third. Here they come for lap number 2. The 81 of Burris Jr. and the 21T. Tracy trading places in the first couple laps here. We got the 55 of Riker Hernandez pulling off into the infield. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like he's not going to be able to continue in this heat race. Tough break for Riker Hernandez. Hopefully he can get that thing fixed for the feature race later. Always good to see Riker Hernandez. The 21 of Tracy staying well away from the front stretch wall. I don't blame him. Two more laps for this Sunday drive of a heat race for your Sport Compacts. These guys out there making it look easy. White flag in the air for the 81 of Burris Jr. Here comes the 81 of Michael Burris Jr. to the checkered flag. I think this is what was going through the drivers' heads out there in that heat race. All right, heat race number 2 for the Sport Compacts. Starting on the pole, the 88 of Justin Sitterly. Outside of him, the other Hernandez brother, the 28, Levi Hernandez. inside row number 2. The white number 18, that's Michael Burris Sr. Burris Sr. this time. And outside of him, the 75 of Chad Miller. Lineup looks set. Lights are out around the track. We'll be looking for the green flag this time by Justin Sitterly in the 88. Knows how to get around here at I-37. They creep around turn number 3 and 4, and they're off. Green flag in the air. Let's get them going, boys. Ooh, they almost come together right underneath the flag stand. Levi Hernandez jumps up into second. 88 of Sitterly trying to use as much of that back bumper as he can to get in front of the 28. Little rubbing his racing there for the 28 of Levi Hernandez, but gets around the 88. Levi Hernandez takes over that top spot. Hernandez in the 28 now looking to put some distance on second place. We're in for lap number 2. '75 of Miller all over the back bumper of 18. That's Burris Sr. It's a battle for third right now. There goes the 75 on the bottom. We'll see if he can make it stick. Does not make it stick that time. 75 of Miller not able to get it done on the bottom, but he's going to try it again. 4 laps down, 4 more to go. Oh, the Miller gets a little sloppy coming out of turn 4, loses a couple car lengths against Burris Sr. in the 18. Miller in the 75 trying to make the bottom stick, but just not working for him. He gets a good head of steam on the straightaways and then loses it all in the turns. 2 more laps to go. It may not be fast, but it sure does look fun. White flag in the air. Levi Hernandez in the 28 machine. Simply putting on a clinic here tonight. Here comes the 75 of Miller again on the bottom, showing him how to drift it around turns 1 and 2. Levi Hernandez with a checkered flag, followed by the 88 of Sitterly. Here comes the battle for third. Give it to the 18 of Burris Sr., followed by the 75 of Miller. Miller just looked like he was having fun out there. It didn't matter what place he was in. He was throwing that thing into the turn and sliding all the way around, pushing it as far as he could go. Somebody told me to play the song called Push It. I couldn't decide, so I played them both. But here we go, factory stock, sponsored by All In Designs. Starting on the pole will be the 23, the blue and black Casey Kraus from Seguin, Texas. Outside of him, the black and yellow 15L, that's Daniel Lopez out of Somerset. Row number 2, the always fast 99, Dylan Gaither out of San Antonio. Dylan Gaither always has a loud cheering section, and we can hear him tonight. Outside of him will be the 4D, the red and gold, Dustin Hurley out of San Antonio. Inside row number 3, the 11X of Brian Harbison from Floresville, Texas. Outside of him will be the 94 of Alan Torres. And bringing up the rear in the white 44K, that'll be Michael Keelik out of Lavernia. We'll get this heat race lineup stacked up 2 by 2, just as Noah intended it. We're going to take them 8 laps. 7 cars, 8 laps. The lights are out around the track. 23K of Casey Kraus. Going to be looking for the green flag as he comes out of turn 3 and 4. Dylan Gaither all over the back bumper. Here he comes. Gaither decides to give him a little room there. Oh, they make contact. We're 3 wide in turn 2. 1 around. Look out. Daniel Lopez goes sideways, holds onto it somehow. I have no idea how that works. We stay green. The 94 of Alan Torres passes a whole bunch of people to jump up into the 3rd spot. Dylan Gaither finds himself in 2nd where he started. And it looks like the 23 of Casey Kraus gets to be the rabbit in this hound dog race. The 11X of Brian Harbison now going to battle with the 15 of Daniel Lopez. Passes him on the bottom. Right now, the battle to watch is the 94 of Alan Torres and the 99 of Dylan Gaither. That's the battle for 3rd. Here they come, your top 3 now. Throw a blanket over them. Casey Kraus goes up to the top, gets loose. Here comes your top 2 and 3. Dylan Gaither now moves up to the top spot, followed by Alan Torres. We do a 1-2-3 swap. 2 more to go, 2 more laps. Alan Torres in the 94 machine. Gonna be all over the back bumper of the 99 of Gaither. Torres giving him all he can handle. Here comes the white flag, 1 lap to go. Torres working on the bottom. They're side by side coming out of turn 2. Torres, Gaither, Gaither, Torres. Who's it gonna be coming to the checkered flag? Alan Torres with a slide job. Gaither crosses him up. What a heat race right there, folks. Alan Torres with the slide job in front of Dylan Gaither. Casey Kraus brings it up in the top 3. Alan Torres with the cowboy move right there. Alan Torres with the moves coming out of turn 4. Alan Torres with the moves out there. I tried asking Alan Torres one time where he got his moves from. He refused to answer. That's okay, I understand. Alan Torres, he just brushed the dust off of his shoulders and said something like this. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Here we go for another heat race for your factory stocks. Once again, 8 laps the distance. Starting on the pole, or, well, it looks like he's not starting on the pole anymore. The 15 of William Cavender moves to the back. Outside of him would have been the 24 of Paul Reyes. The 91 of Jared Maupin looks like he goes and moves up into the top row. He's going to be your starter on the pole. 25R, the red 25R, Nathan Rauchi, outside of row 2. The 75 of Jerry Miller, looks like he's on the inside of row 2. These guys got me all messed up. I don't know what's going on. I'll just announce their names. How about that? The 37 of AJ Wernett and the 18 of Justin Henley. They're out there somewhere. I don't know what they decided. They're going to make up their own heat race lineup. But now you know who's who. Everybody keep an eye on the chrome number 91 of Jared Maupin as they take the green flag. Maupin and Reyes, the 2 silver bullets. But here comes the 25 of Rauchi on the bottom. Gonna dance up there in the top 3. Reyes and Maupin. Side by side, coming out of turn 2, Reyes and Maupin. And here comes the 25 of Rauchi once again with a full head of steam. Going to try to make it a dance for the top 3. Look out! Big hit! Big hit for the 37. And we got... He's going over the go-kart track. Jerry Miller. Look out, the Dukes of Hazzard in the infield. Jerry Miller back out on the track. I'm not sure what he's going to do there. He's going to try to get to the pits. Look out, look out, look out. My goodness. Jerry Miller getting off into the pits just in the nick of time. We got 4 laps to go for the 24 of Paul Reyes. Paul Reyes holding off the 91 of Jared Maupin. Look out, they almost make contact coming out of turn 2. I don't know how he did it, but the 37 is still out there. Whoa. 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Here comes the 25 of Rauchi. Paul Reyes goes up to the top and hits the sloppy stuff. 2 laps to go. I believe Rauchi and Maupin made a little contact coming out of turn 4, but they're spread out now. Jared Maupin coming to the white flag. Jared Maupin up to the top, white flag in the air. Here comes the 25 of Rauchi. And the 24 of Reyes rounding out your top 3. Checkered flag going to be in the air this time by. Maupin, Rauchi, Reyes, and then here comes the 18, Justin Henley bringing it in 4th, and the 37 of AJ Wernett in 5th. The 37 of Wernette putting the big hit on the 75. Took a licking and kept on ticking. It sounded like this. Look out. We're having fun tonight. Jared Maupin out there showing them how to get it done. I gave an interview to Jared Maupin a couple weeks back, and he told me something like this. All right, well, look out. I mentioned a rabbit earlier. He got out of the race car and is coming down to give us a visit. We're going to move to our intermission, and anybody wants to come down here and meet the Easter Bunny, we got our go-karts making their way out to the track for their feature races. And rabbits don't lay eggs. What? Somebody, you didn't go to science class. What happened?
They do. The golden egg.
I've been hearing it wrong all my life. Rocky, all right. Thank you for that.
What's that? We haven't called your name yet. You haven't won the 50-50 yet. I got to draw it first. We got to make it look like it's fair at least. Anyway,
3 weeks in a row.
any of you kids that want to get a ride on that school bus back here, make your way down here to the front. We're going to get some rides on the school bus a little bit later. But for now, come and meet the Easter Bunny. He might have something for you.
To be honest, it kind of looks pretty. I want the golden egg. Excuse me? How do you, like, where do you go to ride the school bus?
Right here, if you want to ride the school bus, just make a line right here, right on the front fence.
Empty, though.
Right there behind the trash can. Right there, right there. If you want to ride the school bus, make a line right behind this trash can right in front of me. Everybody head that way, head to the left, head to the left.
About ready for a jacket.
All right, we got our line forming for the school bus. You guys come on down. Head down towards the pits if you guys want to take a ride in the school bus.
All right, now here's the deal. Here's the deal. Before you can get on the school bus, here's what I gotta hear. I gotta hear the wheels on the bus. The wheels on the bus go. Round and racetrack. What? All right, we're about to get the Easter Bunny loaded up onto the school bus. Now wait a minute. Ray, who's driving the school bus? You're driving? No way. I thought they took away your license like a year ago. Are we sure this is safe? There's seatbelts in that school bus, right? It's like a roller coaster. You get in there and you just put your hands up and you just scream as loud as you can. Get a couple loads in here. You guys may have to hang out for just a second. All right, let's back the line up just a little bit. I think we're about full on this first go round. You guys feel free to have a seat right here on the front bleachers. Feel free to have a seat. I'm sitting down. You can too. back up, clear the gate so we can unload this load and get you loaded into the next one. Everybody go ahead and back up. Clear the gate, clear the gate. Grab you some candy on your way out. Yeah, this is the cool bus, not the regular school bus. Alright, you folks that are right here in front of me, can we clear the way so we can get these kids off the school bus? Everybody back up a little bit. There we go. Somebody over here had me scared for a second. I thought the school bus was smoking. It's just somebody baked in. That's all. the snail.
right, everybody get some candy as they get off the school bus or the cool bus.
Mike. Mike. One more. One more or no? Okay.
All right. Everybody wave goodbye to the cool bus. All right, looks like we got some adult Predator carts out on the go-kart track. The very same go-kart track that Jerry Miller tried to Dukes a Hazard. Always fun to watch the adult Predator carts out there. They get a nice, rough, and fun racing out there.
Win? Pretty soon. As soon as this race is over.
Looks like some good, hard racing out there for the Predator carts. Side-by-side action as the dust flies. Look out. Oh, we got one coming into the infield. Maybe threw a chain off. Oh. Lost power to the motor. Oh, almost got took off without him. Look out. Does anybody speak Spanish? Oh, it looks like he's stuck on the dirt. Give him a push or a pull. There he goes.
How's it going?
Good.
I'm gonna have another question.
Oh, no, I'm good. It's just water. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Oh, thank you. This is the 50-50 drawing.
I already put my tickets in.
You already put them in? Well, how are you gonna know which ticket I draw if you put your tickets in? Pick that one?
All right. I need your best Frankie Valli impression. winner. All right. Well, here's what we've got. If you got a 50-50 ticket in your hand, a red 50-50 ticket. I don't know my colors. Red 50-50 ticket. Get them out, get them out. Winner going to take home $53. $53. All right, let me get to the bottom here. Let me find the right ticket. Here we go. Come and see me down here at the table. Wait a minute. This is an orange ticket. Are they orange or red?
Orange.
Orange. I still can't tell my colors. Ticket number 135726. 135726. What? No, that fell on the ground. Try to give me some candy that fell on the ground. 135726. That looks like the right one. Congratulations. Taking home some money from the track. It's not often you get to go home from the track with money in your hand. But don't forget, every time you're here at the track, 50-50 at the concession stand. Get your tickets before intermission. Maybe you'll have a chance to win next time around. Couple more minutes before we get started with racing action, so last chance to stop by the concession stand. Get your tokens from the souvenir booth. Get you a cold drink. Get you a hamburger. I don't...
You need to give him some money for recording.
I did.
Work. Well, we're just about ready to go feature racing for our classes tonight. We'll see who they send down the chute first. But I hear the motors revving up back there in the pits, getting ready for the feature races.
We got to your boy. Kenny. Don't spend it on stuff you ain't supposed to spend it on. He's saving it on his truck. Y'all ever mess with them lifters anymore?
Got too much crap in there. We did Dad's axles this week, and Jerica has found out she's pregnant, and they're going to tear the bathroom out and remodel it. We tore the well house down. He's going to rebuild the well house. So he said, he got off work today at 5 and said, I'm going to the coast to go fishing. Nothing getting done.
I'm ready to go myself.
He had 3 or 4 of his other buddies that were going to be down there.
Well,
So,
this one told me, he said, just keep going straight another 2 hours.
yeah, right.
Oh, man.
I told him next weekend after Easter I said we'll go down there for our anniversary like we were there 30
Either next week, Easter weekend, or the weekend after that, I'm going to go to the races in Abilene. That Rhonda's running her deal, and her brother's running 2 cars.
Looks like we're about to send our first feature race down the chute. I believe we will have limited modifieds first, if my schedule is correct.
Here, give me that. I'll put that blanket down and maybe I'll make one more race. I want to see those races. Just the cold air is making my back tight. muscle.
That's she has her.
Here come the limited modifieds to the track. Wait a minute, that don't look like a limited modified. Daniel Preston, what are you doing? All right, your feature race lineup looks like this. The 879 of Marcus Meckelchek starting on the pole. Outside of him, the 11T of Tom Grothuse. Inside row 2, the 03 of GW Hessong. Outside of him, the 95 of Sterling Tausch. Row number 3, the 99 of Alan Alexander. And outside of him, the 11X of Brian Harbison. Row number 4, the 9R of Johnny Walker Brown. And outside of him, the 38 of Stephen Whitaker Jr. And bringing up the rear, the 73 of Derek Gonzalez. Lights are out. Here we go. Feature racing for the limited modifieds. Limited modifieds, sponsored by Swenson Racing Products. Top 3 jump out to an early lead. Marcus Meckelchek, Tom Grothuse, and here comes the 03 of GW Hessong. Oh, the 95S of Sterling Tausch gets into the 73 of Derek Gonzalez. The 99 of Alexander, big contact with the front stretch wall, scrapes it down the side and stays going the right direction. He holds on to the 4th position. Alexander stays way away from the wall that time around. Still holds on to 4th. Oh, we got smoke coming out of the 03. Smoke out of the 03 of Hessong. He pulls off. Yellow flag. Up in turn number 4. Lots of white smoke coming out of the 03 of Hessong. Not sure what's going on there, but white smoke is never a good sign. We're going to give him a push, see if we can get him back to the pits. I was also told to tell you happy birthday by your hubby, your loved one. Happy birthday, Brandy Torres. It's Thursday, but she's spending it here with us. Stephen Whitaker the third. I was just corrected. I keep saying junior. Stephen Whitaker the third out there in the 38. Getting some experience in the sport mod. That is a innovative 2020 chassis owned by David Scurry. Car sponsors tonight, David and Janice Scurry. First Class Towing, WW Bodies, Supreme Ungle, and Windshield Repairs of Texas. Supreme Vinyl, I believe. Supreme Vinyl. Sponsors for Stephen Whitaker III out of Robstown, Texas. Lights are going to be out around the track, so all eyes return to the 79 of Meckelcheck, followed by the 99 of Alexander, and the 11 of Grothues, your top three. Green flag waves. The 6-inch of Daniel Preston in that E-Mod, tagging the back of the field, trying to hold his own back there. We'll hope he doesn't get his lunch eaten by the rest of the field. Look out! The 9 of Walker Brown goes around for a spin in turn number 4. Gets himself back in the right direction. We stay green. The 95 of Tausch gets a little crossed up coming out of turn 4. Makes Derek Gonzalez get on the binders. Oh, we got one around in turn 4. Stephen Whitaker III goes around for a spin in turn number 4. We throw the yellow flag. The young man from Robstown gets up into the loose stuff in the top of turn 3 and 4 and goes for a spin. Brings out the yellow flag. Looks like the car's okay. Whitaker III going to tag the back of the field for bringing out that yellow, but it looks like the car is just fine. We'll see if he can pass a few more cars and get back to the spot that he was in. So sort of a no harm, no foul situation here. But we stack back up in the same order that we were before. Meckelcheck on the gas, green flag in the air. Oh, look out! Daniel Preston hard into the front stretch wall. He keeps going. Bounces off the 38 of Whitaker III. Looks like just a little bit of cosmetic damage on the right side of Whitaker III. And the 6-inch machine of Daniel Preston. Marcus Meckelcheck putting it on the rest of this field. The only battle now is for second place. Tom Grothues gets into the back of the 11X of Harbison. Harbison now making the pass to jump up into that third spot right behind the 99 of Alexander. Halfway. 10 laps down. 10 more to go. Oh, the 11X of Harbison goes high in turn 2. Loses a spot to the 11 of Grothues. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Well, I don't see him, but the 6-inch of Daniel Preston is missing in action on the track. And it looks like the 11 of Tom Grothuse is going to head off into the infield. The flagman trying to get the attention of the 99 of Alexander. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll see what's up with the 99 of Alexander. All eyes on the flagman for the moment. The 99 of Alexander appears to be getting sent off the track. Not sure what happened there, but I'm not sure he got the signal. Oh, there he goes. Now he's got it. 99 of Alexander being sent to the pits. Again, I'm not sure why, but we will trust the race control. No, he's going to the back of the pack, I think. We'll see. I don't have a race control radio on me, so I only have the visual clues that are in front of me. But it looks like the 99 of Alexander going to the back of the pack. Lights are out around the track, so we're going to call this lineup good. Marcus Michalchek takes advantage of the early lights out. Oh, the 9 of Walker Brown almost gets into the back of Whitaker III. Spins around in a solo spin. Looks like he's going to keep it going, so we stay green. So now your top three looks like this. Michalchek, then the 95 of Tausch, and the 11X of Harbison. Oh, the 95 of Tausch getting a little loose up in turn two. Loses some position. Holds on to the second spot. '99 of Alexander stopped in the infield. Alexander tried to do the Dukes of Hazzard in the infield, but got stuck high-sided on the banking of the track, the go-kart track. Now your leader, Michalchek, having to deal with lap traffic. The 99 of Alexander pulls off yet again. Michalchek having to deal with the 9 of Walker Brown now. Lap traffic for your leader. Oh, Michalchek having all he can with the 9 of Walker Brown. 2 more laps to go. White flag in the air now for Michalchek in the 879. Second place right now is going to be the 95 of Sterling Tausch, followed by the 11 of Harbison. Marcus Michalchek in easy fashion taking home the checkered flag tonight with a feature race. Second place going to go to the 95 of Sterling Tausch. Third place, the 11X of Brian Harbison. Fourth place goes to Derek Gonzalez, and fifth place goes to Whitaker III. Rounding out your top 5 there. We're going to bring the 79 of Marcus Michalchek right up here to the front, and we're going to do something special for one of the kiddos here tonight. Give him just a second, folks. He's going to get unstrapped from that car. I don't know if this mic will work because it keeps getting staticky, but try it.
It's on a weird channel.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. Marcus Meckelcheck jumping out of the car. Give him a round of applause. We're going to bring Marcus Meckelcheck right up here, and he's going to take that trophy that he just got, and he's going to award it to one of our little kiddos here. So any little kiddos want to take home a trophy tonight, come right down here to the front fence and show Marcus Meckelcheck that you're the biggest Marcus Meckelcheck fan here tonight. Sponsored by Hudson Brothers Trailer Sales tonight, the extra trophy. So Marcus Meckelcheck, come find your biggest fan here tonight. Who's the biggest Marcus Meckelcheck fan? Give him some love. Marcus Meckelcheck presenting the Easter trophy to the kiddos tonight. Once again, sponsored by Hudson Brothers Trailer Sales, giving us the trophies to get out tonight for these little kids. We'll do that again in the next feature race, so you guys be ready to come down and cheer for your favorite driver here winning the feature race in the next event. Thank you, Marcus Meckelcheck. Give him another round of applause. Showing us how to get it done the easy way. Marcus Meckelcheck taking home the hardware. Yeah, I had you scared there for a second, didn't I? That 79 machine roars back to life. I got a green pair of aviator type glasses, green pair of aviator looking wire rim glasses. If you're missing a green pair of aviator looking glasses, come see me at the desk over here. Looks like factory stocks, beginner factory stocks. Beginner factory stocks. I don't have a heat race lineup, but I can tell you who's out there. Out on the pole, the 20R of Ricky Long from Floresville, Texas. Outside of him will be the 39 of Michaela Trimble from Victoria, the young lady. Inside row 2 will be the 43 of Johnny Johnson. Outside of him, the 99 of Colin Alexander. And bringing up the rear, is that the 25F? 25F of Robert Fox from San Antonio? Looks like it, the blue 25F. 99 is going to be Colin Alexander. So we have 5 here for this, what I believe is a feature race, but I'm not totally sure because we had a few others out there in the race before. Lights are out around the track. Looks like we're going to call this lineup good. Green flag for the 20R of Ricky Long. They get it together. Little contact there between Ricky and the 39 of Trimble. Oh, no, once again, the 25F. I'm having deja vu. Didn't that just happen? Anyway, here comes for lap number 1, the 20 of Ricky Long, followed by the 99 of Colin Alexander. Rounding out your top 3 is the 38 Sorry, 39 and Michaela Trimble, the young lady, still on the podium at the moment. Battle for the lead right now. The 99 of Colin Alexander trying to get up underneath the 20R. They make contact. Oh, look out. All sorts of contact right down here on the front stretch. They're beating and banging for position there. Going down the back stretch now. Colin Alexander in the 99 trying to make it stick on the bottom. Colin Alexander trying to find somewhere on the track where he can make up some pace. Right now, the 20R of Ricky Long on the high side of the track. But don't look now. Here comes the 39 of Michaela Trimble making up distance on the 99 of Colin Alexander. We're halfway done. Still a battle for your top three. They're trying to find traction out there somewhere on the track. At the moment, it looks like there's only one lane on the track, the middle lane. Ooh, getting a nice cool breeze to my back here. They're getting closer and closer and closer to one another. The 39 and Michaela Trimble now within a couple car lengths of the 99 of Colin Alexander. She's making that car work. Here she comes. Oh, look out. The 20R, Ricky Long, falls off the pace. Colin Alexander now slips underneath. Oh, look out. Contact, contact. Ricky Long falls back to third. Michaela Trimble now up to second with 2 more laps to go. Michaela Trimble now pushes the 99 up to the top of the track. The young lady trying to get the bottom and get that front fender up underneath the 99. White flag coming for your top two. Who's it going to be, folks? Who's it going to be? Michaela Trimble's got one more lap to try to get underneath that 99. We'll see if she can do it. Oh, look like the 99 shuts the door. One more lap to go. One more turn. Here comes Michaela. Oh, no! Oh, no! The pressure got to her. The young lady tried to throw it in turn 4 and make it stick, and the track did not cooperate. Michaela Trimble gonna get it turned around. Let's have a round of applause for Michaela Trimble trying all she could. Trying all she could to get something done there in the last lap. Man, props to Michaela Trimble right there trying to get it done. Here comes the 99 of Colin Alexander. Hey, anybody a Colin Alexander fan out here in the audience? If you're a Colin Alexander fan, come down here to the front fence. Show Colin Alexander some love. Now, hey, get down on the fence. No climbing the fence. Stay on the ground here. We don't need anybody accidentally going over the fence.
These are all the same kids that were for that other guy.
Colin Alexander, helmet off. There he is, folks. Colin Alexander, your cheering crowd is here. Come on up to the front fence here and find your biggest fan. Colin Alexander going to award that trophy to his biggest fan here tonight. Oh, there's the trophy. There it is. The young lady going to take home the hardware. Let's give another round of applause for Colin Alexander, showing us how to get it done in our beginner factory stock class.
Oh.
Colin Alexander with a big cheering crowd out here tonight. Sheesh! I got to be honest, I don't know what that is, but the kids just eat it up. He can't get it started. What's wrong with it?
Find the battery, find the battery, find the battery, find the battery.
He's your teammate.
Give him a push, Johnny. I'm having way too much fun over here tonight. Well, folks, we're about to send another feature race down the chute. I'd be lying if I could tell you what it was. It's probably going to be a car with 4 wheels on it. There's a good chance it's going to have 8 cylinders in the motor.
Maybe it only has 3 wheels.
Let's listen. What's it going to be? E-Mods! Baby modifieds, y'all. Well, anybody see Daniel Preston out there? I think I see him out there. There he is. I see Daniel Preston out there trying to compete in 2 different classes. All right, well, yet again, I don't have a heat race lineup on my my race pass here, but I'll tell you who's out there. The 59B of Brianna Witschke from Corpus Christi on the pole. Outside of her, it looks like the number 3, the pink and black number 3 of Gilbert Perez, also out of Corpus. Inside row 2, the 04 of Cooper Koliba. Outside of him, the L87, that's Nathan Titzman out of Corpus Christi. Inside row 3, the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. Outside of him, going to be the 34W of Brad Wallops. Inside row 5, the 23 of Dustin Witschke. The 58 of Rowdy Flanagan. And bringing up the rears, the 46 of Jonathan Cervantes. Look out, here comes Nathan Titzman up to the top 3. He's battling with Brianna Witschke for 2nd and 3rd. Gilbert Perez takes the first lap. Oh, battle for 3rd and 4th right now. Brianna Witschke, Cooper Calibra. Cooper Calibra shoots by. And the 34 of Brad Wallops, they get tangled up. Tangled up in turn number 3. Emod, loop, scoop, and recoup. There goes Cooper Koliba in the 04 machine in turn number 3 and 4. Cooper Koliba in the 04 had a run coming out of turn 3 and 4 and got cut off by the 59 of Brianna Witschke. Brianna Witschke doing everything she can to hold on to that 3rd position. Here comes the 58 of Rowdy Flanagan. Rowdy Flanagan and Brianna Witschke now battling for the 3rd spot. And right behind them, the 04 of Cooper Calibra waiting to sneak in on the bottom. Little bit of contact coming out of turn 4. Cooper Calibra now battling with Brianna Witschke. He shoots by on the bottom. That is your battle for 3rd and 4th position. Brianna Witschke in the 59 not going to give it up. They're still side by side going down the backstretch. That is the battle for 4th right now. Brianna moves down to the bottom side of the track. Woo, hold on to it, Brianna. She washes up, almost takes out the 04 of Cooper Kaliba. Cooper Kaliba now in 4th position. Back up to the top, the number 3 of Gilbert Perez. Putting on an absolute clinic right now. Gilbert Perez, your leader in the 3 machine. Followed by the L87 of Nathan Titzman. We're halfway now. I believe we got 10 more laps to go. Oh, one around the 46 of Jonathan Cervantes. Lap traffic goes around in turn 2. We're going to have to throw the yellow flag. The 46 of Jonathan Cervantes going around in turn number 2. We'll get them stacked back up behind your leader, the 3 of Gilbert Perez. 2nd position right now, the L87 of Nathan Titzman. And rounding out your top 3, the 58 of Rowdy Flanagan. These baby modifieds putting on a show here tonight, showing some attitude out there. Green flag in the air for the 3 of Gilbert Perez. Back to work now. Here comes the 6-inch of Daniel Preston on the bottom. Moves up to the 4th spot. Goes to battle against the 58 of Rowdy Flanagan. Whoa, one around. I believe that's Brianna Witschke around in turn 2. Brings out the yellow flag once again. Oh, it looks like Brianna and the 46 of Cervantes tangled up there in turn 2. We'll see what happens. Looks like the 46 is back under its own power. So is the 59. Looks like they're both going to tag the back of the field once again. These E-mods know what the deal is. They know how to get stacked back up quickly, so we're just about ready to go green flag. We'll see if the yellow flashing lights turn out. Yellow lights are still on. I believe we're going to get one more pace lap. One more pace lap, says the flag man. One stick in the air. Gilbert Perez in the 3, still the man with the plan, holding on to the lead. We're going to go lights out here on the backstretch. We'll see if he takes advantage of the early start, and he does. Right there on the backstretch, we go green once again. Oh, look out! All sorts of contact coming out of turn 4. Daniel Preston falls back a little bit. Now he goes to battle with the 23 Wichke. Woo, buddy! Dustin Wichke with the quick thinking right there to get on the brakes to avoid getting wadded up into the front stretch. Right there, that 23 machine. Not going to take that chance again. The 23 of Dustin Wichke moves down to the bottom side of the track. Not going to take the chance again. But Gilbert Perez, still the man with the plan. Still your leader, followed by the L87 of Nathan Titzman. I believe I'm hearing some motor trouble for the 46 of Jonathan Cervantes. Sounds like he's running a couple cylinders down. Oh no, we got one up in turn 3 and 4. They're bouncing off of each other and still going. Brianna Wichke and the 34W of Brad Waddup's getting collected together. Two laps to go, says the flagman. Right now, Daniel Preston in the 6-inch trying to make a move on the 58 of Rowdy Flanagan. Off in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Daniel Preston from the top side. We'll see if he's got enough. He does not. Rowdy Flanagan moves down to the bottom, impedes the progress of the 6-inch of Daniel Preston. Now there they go, side by side on the white flag lap. The battle is for, oh, look out, leaders. Gilbert Perez taking the checkered, followed by Nathan Titzman. Third place gonna go to Daniel Preston, followed by Rowdy Flanagan. Daniel Preston making the last lap pass in that 6-inch machine. Gilbert Perez in that beautiful pink and black number 3 from wire to wire, showing us how to get it done. All right, guys, get down off the fence. Get down off the fence. No climbing the fence now. We don't want anybody going over. Yeah, you in the green shirt with the ears. You can hear me. There you go.
Can you play that song there?
We're going to get Gilbert Perez out of that machine and up here to the front stretch fence. Give him a cheer. He can hear you now, folks. Gilbert Perez. Come on up, Gilbert. Come on up. Gilbert, come and find your biggest fan right down here on the fence. Gilbert Perez going to award the trophy. Once again, Hudson Brothers Trailers providing the trophies tonight. Right there, the young lady. Gilbert Perez's biggest fan. Thank you, Gilbert. Awesome race, young man. Led it wire to wire. Showed us how to get it done. Shake and bake. All right, starting on the pole, the 82 of Rick Green. Outside of him will be the 28 of Marlon Sanford. Row number 2 will be the 5 of DJ Schroet. And outside of him, the 77 of Robert Lease Jr. Row number 3, the 5R of Ryan Doyon. And the BD1, Jared Maupin, the red and black. And then we've got the 8G, Greg Dinsmore. And outside of him will be the 29 of Jamie Campbell. We've got the 16 of Landon Bednars. And then bringing up the rear, we've got the 22Z of Daryl Boyd. And we've got the 58, Gilbert Amesquita. IMCA modified racing action. Here we go. They're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Ryan Doyon, the BD1 of Jared Maupin, Robert Lease, and Marlon Sanford all right on top of each other into turn 3 and 4. '82 of Rick Green going to take the first lap. The 77 of Robert Lease now battling with the BD1 of Jared Maupin. Oh, the 5 of Ryan Doyon shot out of a cannon. We got contact. Big contact in turn 4. Sends them all scattering in different directions, but there's the yellow flag. I thought we were going to stay green there for a minute. My goodness. Man, we had them scattered around there in turn 4 and out of the dust. There is the 56 of Gilbert Amesquita. Woo, what a first lap right there for your IMCA modifieds. The 82 of Rick Green shot out of a cannon. Then here comes the BD1 of Jared Maupin and the 8 of Greg Dinsmore rounding out your top 3. The 5 of Ryan Doyon came out of turn number 2, shot like a cannon. but then had his progress impeded and got a bumper stuffed right in front of him. Had to get on the brakes. We're going to get them stacked up 2x2 one more time. Here we go. Rick Green, Dinsmore, Maupin, Doyon, and rounding out your top 5 is the 29 of Jamie Campbell. Jamie Campbell likes the top side of this track. They call him the Hurricane. He likes to ride around the top of this place, and he makes it work. The 77 of Robert Lease falling way back to about the 6th position. Lights are out around the track. Rick Green lets him go early in turn 3. Here we go. All sorts of left front tire lift in action in turns 1 and 2. Rick Green showing him how to get it done, but here comes Jared Maupin. Jared Maupin slides up to the top side of this track, trying to find some traction up there on the rim. And we got 2 around in turn 3. Couple more in turn 3. Yellow, yellow. Looks like the 77 of Robert Lease. Sparks flying out from underneath that machine. He looks like he's dragging something. All sorts of sparks coming out from underneath the 77. Coming right from underneath where the motor is. Looks like the 5 of DJ Schroet also involved in that one over there in turns 3 and 4. What's happening out there, folks, is these big bad IMCA modifieds, they got a lot of horsepower under the hood, and the track is starting to slick off. With the wind and the other classes, this track is getting real slippery out there, so it's hard to hang on to these cars. The 5 of DJ Schroet back there grabs a gear. Looks like he's got it in the right gear now. Going to rejoin the back of this pack as we get him stacked up one more time. Going for a spin in turn 3 and 4 yet again. We got him stacked up one more time. Your leader, the 82 of Rick Green, still holding on to his top spot, followed by the 8 of Dinsmore and the BD1 of Jared Maupin. The 29 of Jamie Campbell now in the 4th position, now down on the bottom, but I'm not sure that's where he wants to be. The 5R of Ryan Doyon is rounding out your top 5. Lights are out around the track. Rick Green holds him up for just a moment. Now lets him loose. Flagman shows him the green. BD1, Jared Maupin right now battling with your leader, Rick Green. He moves up to the top. They're side by side getting into turn 3 and 4. Jared Maupin loses a little pace in turn 4. Falls back to 2nd. Jared Maupin right there with an opportunity to do something right there with your leader, but loses that full head of steam and falls back to 2nd. Jared Maupin once again washing up to the top side of turn 2. Loses a lot of pace on your leader, Rick Green, showing him how to get it done here at I-37. There's a battle brewing right now for the top 5. Battle for your 4th spot coming out of 2. That's the 29 of Jamie Campbell and the 5 of Ryan Doyon. Jamie Campbell trying to make it stick up at the top side of the track. Yellow, yellow. Looks like we got one around out of turn 2. That's the 28 of Marlon Sanford, the birthday boy last week, going for a spin in turn 2. We get them stacked up one more time. Flagman trying to get the 28 of Marlon Sanford to make a decision. Either rejoin the pack or get off the track. Looking a little slippery out there as this track goes to what they call dry slick. The dust out there making a fine surface of lubrication out there on the racing surface. Making it nice and slippery out there for these guys.